Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Saintly Living Podcast, where we live in light and with purpose. I'm your host, Porshia Ward. Welcome back to another episode of the Saintly Living Podcast. I'm your host, Porshia, and today I have a special guest, my sister, Danielle.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm fine.
Today is a more chill back episode, and today's topic is relationship versus religion. I have merch, and one of the shirts says relationship over religion. That shirt gets a lot of controversy. I know one time we had ordered some pizza, and we had ordered some pizza, and the delivery guy had looked at my sweater, and I was wearing that sweater, and he was like, hey, wait, what does your shirt say? He was like, what you mean by that? And that's all I was waiting for, just to start a conversation with him about it. And then one time we were at a pop-up shop.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the other lady, at that time I didn't know she was preaching until later. She said, hold on, baby. You got to explain this one to me. So we're gonna talk about it since it tends to ruffle a lot of feathers.
It's the old saints that's upset him. Well, I know why a lot of people got so much to say about relationship over religion.
Mm-hmm.
Because they think they're taking it personal. Like, what? My relationships come before Jesus or religion, period.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the first thing that comes to everybody's mind. Because honestly, if somebody come to your table, if you at a pop-up shop, you have Christian-based products. Yeah. Everything you have is Christian-based. Once they see the shirt, hold on, what's this? Like, what? You should know it has something to do with it has something to do with Jesus. Like, it has something to do with, what you're selling, like your brand. Like, I don't understand why everybody do that. Everybody do that. They do look. Let me see what they'll look at it. They make a little face. It's funny because it's like, how do you go there with this? How do you get that? But a lot of people do think that. Like, what?
Well, like, because now it gives us a chance to talk. Now, I said it gives us a chance to talk. If you would like to ruffle some feathers in a good way, I would say go ahead and make a purchase and get your shirt. I do want to get into how both our relationship with God started. So, because we both grew up in the same church and was fed the same word, but we both took different routes. So, I want us to talk about that. I'll go first with telling my story. I gave my life to God at the age of 12, and I remember the day. It was February 18th. What, Thursday night? I don't know if we were in revival.
Girl, I remember that day.
And the topic was a one-way ticket. And when I tell you, I was scared to death. I felt like I was on fire. Like my whole body was on fire and stuff. So to be honest, I got saved out of fear. I got saved for the wrong reason. I got saved because I didn't want to go to hell.
Exactly.
I got saved out like being afraid, just thinking about eternal fire. I was like,
he gave you a little feeling.
What I got to do today?
What you're gonna feel like when you go.
What do I have to do today to not go there? So God was still like in the mix of that though, but still
Why do I remember that day?
Initially, it was brought out of the wrong reason. It came out of fear. All right, so after me giving my life to God, the first thing I did, because I was scared of going to hell, so I got my little notebook and cracked that Bible open and looked up every sin I could find.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And I was like, all right, so I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm 12 now. That's all I know and I got sick because I didn't want to go to hell. So I'm sitting here writing down all these sins and stuff and saying I'm not going to do this. So at an early age, this religious mindset was being built up at an early age of don't do this. And immediately I'm like, they say when people first get saved, they go on a rant telling people everybody going to go to hell. And that's like my mindset of seeing like people doing the stuff that I was reading, thinking like, oh, this person going to hell, they doing all this and stuff like that. Why they not say why
like me
I was going like all these things were going up in my mind. So that's just me growing up with that religious mindset of judging automatically already. And it took some time for God to really like sit me down one day, and I was praying about something, but it was more like complaining about it complaining about a situation, like how somebody was or something like that. And God had to like sit me down. He basically said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that was like a slap in the face because all I had was those things that I wasn't doing, like a check off. Well, God, I didn't do this. I didn't do this, but that is more to God in that. Like it was like no relationship. It was the quote unquote relationship was based off me checking off these boxes. Like it won't no like real relationship, like me really having intimacy, praying to God. Cause mostly I was on my knees repenting, cause scared to go to hell. Like that's basically how it was. So that's really how it started for me. In a way, I am thankful that I did get set at early age, because it did save me from doing a lot of things, but it took a while for me to pull myself out of that way of thinking. It took a lot for me to change how I think, and how for me building my relationship with God and stuff like that. Because I remember one time my pastor, she had told me in church one day, and she said that God had to save you at a young age to keep you out of trouble. And I really believe that. I really do believe that, because
I don't know what you were doing.
Look, when I was young, I had a like the mindset of, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I don't care. Like I was like that. If I want to do something, I didn't care about getting in trouble, stuff like that. I just if I wanted to do something, I would do it.
I don't believe it.
So you don't believe that?
I don't know. Cause no, you ain't do nothing. You really ain't do nothing like that.
You don't know that I was sneaky.
You weren't that sneaky.
I really was that sneaky. I really was that sneaky. Just like you said, you didn't know that I used to steal and stuff like that.
Porshia, you ain't steal.
You don't think I really did.
What
and you know, right?
Stealing and then giving it back. No, it's not stealing.
I didn't give nothing back. And just like now, y'all know. I know I do it to play with y'all, but I just let y'all know I still got it if I could. Like, if y'all leave money and stuff around, y'all know that.
We be seeing you steal the money. Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
And that time you took that stole Alicia man off the chair, I saw you take it.
I won't doing it to be sneaky. I know y'all saw me do that. I'm just saying any other time. Like,
oh yeah, because there be times like, where that money go?
Yeah, I just do that to let y'all know I still got it if I chose to do that rap.
Well,
and
okay.
Whatnot.
All right.
Know how to take them store tags things off the
clothes. No, that's just crazy, because my shoes had said, I'm like, how you do this and you did no problem? That says a lot.
Just give me a lighter and some good scissors. I got you. But yeah, I really do believe that he saved me at a young age to keep me out of trouble. But it just, I had to maneuver. It took me a while to maneuver to build that genuine connection with him. All right, you want to tell your story? Give your testimony. Testimony service is in session.
Oh, it is. I don't have a testimony. Mine's not like that.
Tell your story, man.
I don't have a story to tell. I really don't.
Everybody has.
Well, we did grow up the same way. Church every Sunday, but we did Bible study too. If we had night service, we had to go. That's what worried my spirit right there, because I didn't want to do that. I just didn't feel like I had to go every Sunday. I just didn't like it. So yeah, and then I didn't. Then when I had a choice.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay home.
Dad gave you a choice.
Yeah. He did, because he said I didn't have to go. So once I heard it, that was it for me.
And you know me, I was right behind Mom.
Yeah,
she went. So.
Yeah, I wasn't about to go. If I could stay home with him, I was gonna stay home. So I didn't really. I mean, I always have a relationship with God. It's just the fact that I just didn't feel like I needed to go to church every Sunday. Because I didn't see the purpose of having to go every Sunday in order to have a relationship with him. I think that's where everybody messed up at. Well, you need to be in church. Well, okay, I can go, but that doesn't mean I don't have a relationship with God. Most people say you don't have a relationship with God because you don't go in church. You can have church anywhere.
It's mostly the time that it's the Monday through Saturday.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who just go to church every Sunday and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't do anything besides go to church. And they flex and say go to church every Sunday. That's all they need. I'm not like that. So.
All right. So when did you start trying to genuinely grow in Christ?
Okay. I have a lot of stories, but the main one is when I found out I'm having eye surgery. Cause I feel like he set me down when I was doing a lot of crazy stuff that I really was like I never did. I just started doing a whole bunch of stuff like smoking and stuff. Never smoked a day in my life, but I was smoking bad. Like I was smoking. And when I get up,
blowing trees,
girl, blowing trees down, honey. And then I was drinking a lot more too. Like I need a glass of wine with every meal. You know.
Every meal.
Well, like I like for real. If I'm bored, like if Kim ain't home and she with her, dad and stuff like that, I might, if I'm bored, I ain't got nothing to do, I might, drink something. But it came from like if I was bored or something, I'll smoke or something like that. And then I was going out. I started going out, partying and stuff, drinking still, smoking still.
I can't even picture you at a
Girl,
party.
Like what? I can't picture myself. I was there and still can't picture myself in a party. Cause like, what was I doing? Like, it's not even my type of thing. But I was like, well, might as well. I ain't got nothing else to do, so might as well go out. But that was just, I was like, okay. And then I found out I had to have eye surgery and stuff like that. That's when you really find out who your friends is too. Cause like, I really don't talk to them like that now.
You lost friends since that happened.
Yeah, cause I don't really talk to them no more like that because I don't see them like I was seeing them before. But it sat me down, and that's when I really had to like focus on my relationship with God, because I was asking like, why, why I'm going through all this, because I go through so much. Like, why you had to like,
yeah,
why I had to go through that, and not, not couldn't work and stuff like that. So I really was sitting down, really thinking about everything. And then I went on that fast. We went on that fast together, and then that really helped when I really built a strong relationship with Him.
During that time, was that your first time hearing God speak to you?
Yeah, because you know how you go. Okay, when you're in church, you hear God's voice. I'm thinking, okay, so it's gonna be a real strong man. That's what you be thinking when you young, and when you young and stuff like that, you really ain't focusing on trying to like hear Him. So you thinking that's what you're gonna hear, but it's really your own voice.
You thinking like Daniel,
yeah, my child. But it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. So when I was on that fast, I really heard Him talk to me, and you really would know when it's Him. Because you be like, hold on, hold up now, and then it makes so much sense, and what you asking of Him and stuff like that, it makes so much sense. So that's when I really, I started reading my Bible and stuff like that. We started having Bible study and stuff. So that helped, and yeah.
Okay. All right. So next, we're gonna talk about religious mindset and what we think that means. So to me, I would say, like I said before, like I said, I had a religious mindset. I was very judgmental, and don't shake your head at me like, very, very judgmental. I would say still stuck in the law. The word does say we are to judge righteously, but it's a way to do things. It is a way to, it's a way to do things. You're not sit here supposed to yell at somebody and be like, you're going to hell. You like that's turning somebody into like you're running them in the opposite direction.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about that?
No, I just feel like when it comes to like anybody that's trying, I feel like how can I say this? Instead, it's a certain way you can do stuff. I feel like honestly, people, it come off like, I don't know. I feel like try to scare you into a religion.
Like I came to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm scaring you. That's no. Why would you put fear in somebody's heart towards something? Well, it worked out for you because you ran you towards the, but I'm saying most people be like, oh, Christians are very judgmental.
But I always say too with that, like the word say, you judging by their fruit. Like if somebody can say they're Christian all day long, but their actions
that is
don't
true.
line up with what they say. Like I can say I'm a nice person if all I do is be mean to you. So like I'm not really nice. So
true.
So I would say even though somebody call themselves a Christian, they don't mean that they are, because your actions say the opposite. So you always got to judge somebody by their fruit.
But if you trying to get someone who has not been in church at all, it's gonna come off a whole different way.
Yeah.
You coming at them, of course they can have a lot, bad things to say. Yeah. Or like, hold on, no, ain't no way in the world I'm about to do this. It's a way you have to approach. I feel like you have to approach people. Everybody can be approached the same way. That's the problem. You trying to throw stuff at everybody at the same way. You can't do that.
Yeah. Another thing I like to bring up is like in the Bible when Jesus went to say first by by reading his word. A good place to start is starting in the Gospels. Starting with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay. Starting there to look at the story of Jesus Christ. That's a good foundation. And I always like to go back to the Book of James. Like have a message that knock you upside your head, like basically get you back straight. If you've been like slipping by the wayside, you need to read something that'll get you back on track real quick. I say go to James, and then also go back, starting in Genesis, just to know why he had to do things the way he did it. Yeah. Go back and read, go back through the Old Testament and whatnot, and of course praying. Also, like first I had started off, it seemed so fun to me. Like when I first started off praying, you pray to yourself. I was always scared to hear myself, pray out loud. And now praying, I feel funny not praying out loud now. Yeah, so it's like it's like you grow. So you got to continue to pray, and then you'll just grow, and like the Holy Spirit intercede, and you'll just he'll let you know what to pray for, who to pray for. Yeah. And it's good to just talk to God how we talking to each other right now. Yeah. Don't like self-sabotage yourself and don't reveal everything. Like just be honest.
Yeah,
like, what
it's no wrong way to pray. It's not. I feel like most people like what are they gonna say or something. Yeah, like don't know how to start it off. Like it's no wrong way.
Yeah, like just how I'm talking to you now. Like, if somebody made me like God, this person like made me mad today.
Yeah,
yeah, just be honest. Be yourself. Yeah. You got anything you want to add to that?
I would say like you said, read the Bible if you want to get to know. I feel like you first start off with reading the Bible. Like really studying the Bible.
And get around people.
Oh yeah, that's doing the same thing or trying to at least trying to do the same thing.
And beliefs, yeah.
Because I know I'd be like, well, I can still hang. You can't hang with the same people all the time. You can't.
Like in a way, like I remember one time I was praying to God and I was like something that I wanted to stop doing and stuff, and I was crying and stuff like that. He was like, how can I deliver you from it if you continue to feed it?
Exactly.
So if it's still a trigger for you, you're gonna have to step away. But now it's certain environments I can be in, and I'm just not gonna entertain anything because like you deliver it from it. And stuff.
That's how it was.
You need to get around people that's going where you're trying to go.
Yeah,
basically.
And just how it was when I was smoking and stuff, smoking and drinking and stuff, but he would take those desires away. So like I can be around people smoking and stuff like that or drinking and stuff, and I wouldn't even like want anything. So that take they take a lot. You gotta pray a lot for this. You gotta be serious too. You can't go
when you not
because you can't be going asking him, "Oh, please, I won't smoke again." And then soon somebody say he want to and be ready to smoke. Like what? No, you gotta be for real. But like you said, he'll know when you for real. And
I'm right there waiting for you.
Yeah.
Open arms. Saying, come on, I was waiting.
I was waiting for you at the door.
I think it's a good place to end the podcast right here. This was a real good episode. I enjoyed talking to my sister. You enjoyed talking to me?
Yeah.
Daniel, you want to close us out with a song? Go ahead. What's on your heart?
I don't have one.
You don't have a heart.
I don't have a song on my heart, girl. What?
All right, y'all. Well, this concludes the episode of the Second Living Podcast.
You made a song come here.
Go ahead.
No.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Before we go, I would like to give a shout out to our sponsor of today, Wholesome Eats. Wholesome Eats is a company that provides products and services that prioritize your well-being to embrace a healthier lifestyle. This includes vegan, vegetarian, and pescatarian diets. They firmly believe that taking care of yourself and the environment go hand in hand, as why they believe that food should be thy medicine. You can follow Wholesome Eats on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'll post all of their information in the description below. As this episode comes to an end, I want you to be reminded to live in light and with purpose. Be blessed.